Hello everyone, Bill Apter down here at Apter's Alley wearing my Is Wrestling Fixed? I Didn't Know It Was Broken, title of my book, hat. Anyway, I'm really excited about this interview that I want to talk about. But before I do that, to keep these videos going, you enjoy the Apter Chat so much, tell your friends, and you also, if you haven't done it, to click the subscribe button at www.onewrestlingvideo.com. Now remember, it's the number one, not the word. www.onewrestlingvideo.com. Okay, now, and don't forget to do that. It's really important. Now, Ricky Morton. He and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express, just recently were on Tag Team Appreciation Night in AEW, and we have this exclusive Apter Chat with Ricky Morton about that spike pile driver he took from FTR, about Tully and Arn, about the Young Bucks, about Tony Khan, Cody Rhodes, and so much more, even about the WWE Hall of Fame. So let's go right now to the interview I just did a few moments ago, right here on the Apter Chat. And don't forget, www.onewrestlingvideo.com. If you're watching this, you're on the channel, and subscribe. Click that now. I'll see you at the matches, eventually. Okay, this is Bill Apter, and welcome back to the Apter Chat. And here's a guy who's been a friend of mine for forever, and I got goosebumps seeing he and Robert Gibson back in the main spotlight again last week. This time on AEW Dynamite, and Ricky Morton, welcome back to the Apter Chat.
Well, hello there, Bill, and I appreciate you having me on your show here. You know what, it's, after 40-something years of this business, I still haven't had enough yet.
I know that. We all noticed.
Yes, it's, well, you know, Bill, it's all I've ever done. And to get opportunities to be on AEW TV, it's another dream come true. To have these guys to bring us on there, and it's still remember and still getting a little recognition of what Robert and I have done for the business.
Now, how did this all come about?
Well, they wanted to do the Tag Team Appreciation Night, and you got it, Bill. FTR, and for me, it's really FTR. You get what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay. It was a point. Where you have Arn and Tully, two of the greatest heels of my era.
For sure.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not counting. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. We made tag team history with the Midnight Express. But we had our battles with the Four Horsemen. And I guess it was just a big setup from FTR. And when I mention FTR, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
I got you, Cash and Dash.
Well, formerly known as the Revival in WWE.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And then we have the FT in front of that.
Right.
But it was a night, I don't know if I disrespected one of them or both of them. It wasn't what I meant to do. I love my business, Bill. And, I'm not here to talk about the writers in the back. I'm not here to talk about stuff like that. I'm here to make a point. When I'm out there and I'm talking on TV. And I got to say this, I'm on AEW. There's a lot of great tag teams. in our world, a whole bunch of them. That night, it's the Young Bucks. You know, you look at these two guys, they're two young guys that fly all over the ring, that made a name for themselves. They worked the independent spot. They got over in New Japan and Ring of Honor. They kept the trend going. You know, you got Matt and Jeff Hardy. You know, great tag team. Great tag team.
Yeah.
And, I'm not trying not to leave none of them out. If you're out there, I don't mention your name on this podcast. I'm sorry, but that night that you're asking me about was not about you. It was about FTR, the Four Horsemen, the Rock and Roll Express, and the Young Bucks.
Now you and Robert made a statement that night that meant a lot to a lot of people. You compared the Young Bucks to when you and Robert were Young Bucks.
Oh yes, and have you seen the shirt?
Yes.
That they wear that says the Young Bucks?
Yeah.
It has Robert and I on it.
I did.
And we're real young. Huh?
I did. I have. Yes.
Yeah, it's cool shirt. You see, and it's not about that. It's a compliment. And everybody out here is listening to your show. And if you're not in our business, a lot of you don't even understand what Robert and I really done. I'm not sitting here trying to put myself over to their podcast. Unless you were there, and Bill, you know this for a fact, you were there. You seen what Robert and I did. You seen some of the things that we done. We didn't go into a town and sell it out once a year. We went to the town every week and sell it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you're right. I was there. I photographed so many of your matches, so many poses in the back.
Yeah. It's not a myth that we're talking about. This is real stuff. Robert and I, but you got to understand, we had people to do it with. By myself, I did it with Flair. By myself, with Robert, I mean, we did it with the Little Russia. Just what started the whole thing.
With the Koloffs, yeah.
But to be on AEW and for them to still recognizing who we are, and it's still the same. They finally, WWE put us in the Hall of Fame. What a great moment that was.
Sure was.
But just being there, and I guess they felt like we disrespected them or not, or what. But, whatever they done to me, it's not my first rodeo.
Yeah, so that Spike pile driver, I thought was going to take your head off.
Well, believe it or not, just here yesterday, I'm 64 years old, Bill. When he spiked drive, you look at the picture, we're all off the mat. We're all in the air. And, it's like that old saying, it's not the fall that hurts, that sudden stop. And it felt like, my side was hurting me for 2 or 3 days. And that really, because, we sacrifice ourselves a lot for this business, even though if you think that you know and you really don't know, you don't understand. Okay? Yeah. So I hope I got that out pretty plain. I really don't know. But I just wanted to say what an experience it is. I mean, to go down to Jacksonville when the Jaguars play, and the amphitheater that's hooked onto it, it's amazing. Anybody out there listening to me down that way, just drive by the place and check it out. It'll blow your mind. I know up north you have a lot of the big stadiums, but just to see what Tony has put together, see what AEW is a product. I'm not trying to push one over the other, but it's pretty cool. I like it.
Tell me what the atmosphere is like backstage there.
But you know what? The atmosphere. First of all, I want to tell you, it's first class treatment. That's not only to me. That's to everybody. You're there. You got coronavirus going on. So everybody has your own I mean, with Robert and I together, they have the celebrity trailers all over the parking lot. They have it fenced in. Their meals and that, it's unbelievable. There's always food by there, and it's not, Subway sandwiches.
Yeah.
Man, they got real deal. Steak and all this stuff, chicken, and it's going on the whole time you're there. But that's just the treatment. I mean, that's really, but the atmosphere of the boys, it's one thing I didn't see, Bill, and I really didn't see. I don't know if it's because everybody is separated or anything, but I didn't feel that jealousy spot that you feel a lot. Especially if you've been in business for a long time, you could tell, but just by reading somebody. But it was cool to see how everybody work together, and especially the show that we're on. It's alive, and to all the boys that are out there, that's in every wrestling lot. So when you wrestle with no crowd, Lord, is it hard. I can understand that.
Sure.
And my hat off to all the boys.
Did you think
all of you out there that are?
Did you ever think that you'd see a day that you would be working with another prominent members of the Rhodes family?
Yeah, I hope so. And I hope I got a lot more to go. Because Bill, I'm a second generation wrestler, and the world, I'm fixing to introduce the world to the third generation of wrestling, my son Cody. And I'm hoping that I can have a big part to do in his career.
Yeah.
I don't want to be, but you see, it's like I don't want people to think just because he's my son, he gets more breaks than they really don't. You could even ask Cody and Dustin too, even though they were Dusty's son. His daddy went back to WWE to put polka dots on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you understand me? He still got it over.
Yeah.
And that's things that, unless you're in my business, you don't have a clue. You damn sure don't understand.
Yeah. No, I was curious.
But the people that I hope they're listening to your show, a few of them, they know what I'm talking about.
I was curious about that you worked for Cody's father, and now you're popping into a company that his son Cody is the top guy.
Yes, and well, that's the way it is. I had some great talks with Cody, and not only him, but with everybody there. Caught up, reminiscing a lot, and
sure.
And they really are interested in some good ideas, and that's what I'm talking. To be on here, and honestly, I might as well just tell you the truth. I watch the wrestling shows on TV. And I'm not on Monday night, and you watch the Friday night shows, and I guess, I've always been the guy that takes the heat. That son of a bitch, excuse my language.
That's all right.
They need to get somebody in there that knows what they're doing. The writer, it's horrible. I don't know what kind of ad or fade they're going through right now. Like, damn, everybody looks alike. Everybody does the same spot. You don't have if you get a chance, every Sunday, 5:05 on the School of Morton, I have my own TV show.
I've seen it.
And I want guys to understand, these are people that I create at my school. I'm not on. I do all the production work. I do all that. And you know what, Bill? I just do it the old school way, and it works. My show 2 weeks ago, I had to go off air earlier because I had somebody cheat on the heels of March at the ring. And I had to cut it and go off air and go get them off. And I don't give a crap what people say. It's still there.
Ricky, where can people catch the show? I saw it on YouTube.
Oh, okay. You know what? I got a pay-per-view coming up September 12th from the School of Morton. It's called the School of Morton on Facebook, and it tells you all all about it and all that. But on September the 12th, Saturday night, I have a live pay-per-view from the school of Morton. A couple weeks ago we had 50,000 viewers. We didn't have it this week. But people are watching it, and it's very cool. And I get a lot of comments. I even had Jim Ross comment on it the other day, and it's just old school wrestling. I'm not working with the greatest workers in the world, but I'm working with the guys that understand and do and it works. I don't give it. It still works.
You're recreating the flavor of what pro wrestling is supposed to be like.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Bill, it's not bad. I sit back and watch it, and I watch. And you see it in my business. I do a lot of seminars, and people ask me to watch their matches, and now it's just hot spot.
Yeah.
And then by the third match, they sing the same damn match 3 in a row.
Yep.
It's not good for our business. And some of the guys that don't understand that are trying to get a job, it's not what you do, it's what you don't do in the ring and everything. But you know what, Bill, and I'm sorry, and I hope this comes through. I have to go. I have a thing I have to do.
I know that. And where can people find you on social media?
Oh, yeah, I'm on Twitter, The Real Ricky Morton. I'm on Instagram, The Babyface Ricky Morton. Facebook, Ricky Morton, and The School of Morton.
All right.
And guys, stay tuned and watch. It's really cool. I have a great time, and just want to tell you, Bill, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be on your show. It's always a pleasure. I wish I had a lot more time.
It's always a pleasure with you all. Listen, I have to tell you, through all the years when I worked with the magazines, anytime I needed posed photos or interviews or anything, or the rock and roll dream date in New York City, you and Robert were always happy to do anything. And then we became all of us became personal friends, and it was just wonderful.
Oh, yes, sure is.
Yep.
And Bill, I'm not ashamed and not afraid. I actually love you, and you have a good day.
The feeling is mutual.
You've been a great friend to me over the years.
Likewise.
Don't think I don't appreciate it.